Guatemala, our first taste of Latin America. We've heard amazing things about this country and we can't wait to explore. We're starting in Flores, a beautiful little island, before heading deep into the jungle to see one of the most famous Mayan cities, Tikal. If you're new here, we're Abby and Gaz. 19 months ago, we quit our jobs to travel the world full-time, sharing the real side of travel to inspire you to see the world, no matter your age. So if that sounds like your vibe, hit subscribe and join the adventure. 2 weeks ago, we kicked off a 5-month backpacking trip through Central America, starting in Belize. It's been an incredible start, but today we're crossing the border into Guatemala. Let's go. Good morning, guys. We're just about to cross the border from Belize over to Guatemala, and then time to explore Guatemala. But let's see how easy our first border crossing goes. We booked a shuttle, so I'm hoping it's pretty straightforward, but you never know, do you? And just as I say that, it starts to rain. I clearly just jinxed it. Oh well, we need to be there quick with all our laptops. Oh my gosh, it's gonna chuck it down. Quick! Quick! So the transfer was supposed to get here at 2:30, but one of the people who were also waiting for the transfer got a text saying it's going to be here at 4. So we're currently in this little restaurant area. I'm sat on a bag, but maybe we'll get a coffee to kill the time. But yeah, it's quite funny. Also, an iguana fell from the tree over there and just slapped onto the pavement whilst we were waiting. So it's never a dull moment here. Bye, Belize. Okay, we are officially in Guatemala. That was the easiest border crossing we have ever done. So it's either 20 USD or 40 Belize to get out of Belize, and then it's free to get into Guatemala, obviously, if you are a UK citizen. They literally stamped our passports, didn't even scan our bags, which is madness, and we were through the whole gates within 20 minutes. So easy. I can't believe it. I don't think we've ever had such a simple border crossing in our lives. But yeah, well excited, even though we're behind schedule. The sun is setting and I think it's 2 hours to Flores now, so let's go and explore.
So good morning, guys, and welcome to Guatemala.
Woohoo! Well, the island of Flores, actually. So we arrived...
But it is in Guatemala.
Yeah, it is in Guatemala. We arrived late last night and we're off out on the streets today to explore this place. Super excited to get our first taste of Guatemala. We have no idea what to expect, do we, except from Spanish.
And when we arrived last night, it was a Saturday night and the place was like absolutely pumping. It was like a sensory overload, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But we were so tired from our night bus that we were like, right, let's just call it a night. Absolutely stinking. Oh, doggy.
I jumped then.
Absolutely stinking, dragging our backpacks through town.
Up bright and early now anyway to see what this place is all about. So we're going to go and have a little wander of the island and see what's happening. Oh my god, they have tuk-tuks here. I thought that was just like a Southeast Asia thing, but there's actual tuk-tuks driving around. That's really cool. We're going to have to get one at some point, but yeah, I was not expecting that.
No, we don't need to get one. The good thing so far about here is that it's such a small little island that you can literally just walk around everywhere and kind of poke around and just explore by foot.
Tuk-tuk, yeah.
Yeah, tuk-tuks are fun, I admit that, but I prefer walking around by foot and taking it in.
But what the hell, first of all, there's a floating car in the background. But second of all, we read online you could walk all the way around the island, but everything's underwater. I don't know if that's like
not everything, the outskirts.
Well, the outskirts, like literally this car is parked within the water. But I don't know if that's because, you know, when we were in Belize, there was a huge storm. Is that come here, or is it sinking? Because it's a tiny, tiny island.
That's benches and stuff over there, isn't it? Look.
Yeah, literally you could probably have sat on that thing. I don't know how long ago, but yeah, it sat right there next to the palm trees. Hang on. So our first bit of like Latin America music, and it's like 8 AM, and also the pavements here, like they probably make you work for it. You have to go over all these
white stairs in the middle.
Yeah, it's like meant to be like the old town of Flores, like this tiny little island. So obviously it's dead colonial buildings and like brightly coloured, which is just stunning to look at and so good to take pictures with. It's just beautiful. But this music. I can't wait to get my first salsa lesson in at some point. Okay, the time has finally come to go and test out our Spanish. Fingers crossed. Hola! Hola, buenos dias. Me gustaría un cappuccino grande para llevar, por favor.
Me gustaría un latte grande, por favor. Successful.
Gracias.
Well, that
For a first attempt.
that actually went better than expected, and I'm not going to lie. I think the ladies, I think they appreciated us speaking Spanish.
Yeah, they were
there.
smiling, weren't they?
They were smiling. There's a guy before us just grunting his English, you know, and here we are trying to make an effort for two people that have never spoken language. So I'm proud of ourselves, actually.
Yeah, I was quite nervous.
Yeah.
Before coming to Central America, me and Gaz knew absolutely no Spanish, not even the basics. Ordering food, asking for directions, or even having a simple conversation just wasn't happening. Knowing even a little Spanish whilst travelling through Latin America goes a long way, so we knew we had to pick it up fast. With full-time travel and work, learning a new language felt impossible, but after some research we found Rosetta Stone, the paid partner of today's video. Their lessons are designed to fit around a busy schedule. They're as short as 5 minutes, so we've been squeezing in quick sessions on travel days, in the morning before heading out, or even whilst taking a break at a cafe. It doesn't feel like a big task, just small steps that actually stick. What helped the most is how immersive it is. Since we're both visual learners, this has worked really well for us. Seeing an image alongside the Spanish word helps everything click faster. They even have a voice recognition tool to improve your accent.
La mujer está en su casa.
La mujer está en su casa. This will be really useful for our travels coming up, so we're sticking to our 5 minutes a day plan for the next 5 months to help build up our Spanish. Right now you can get 60% off their lifetime 25 languages subscription with the exclusive link in the description. Right, time to get out there and start exploring more of Flores. Food is definitely calling our name. So I'm not sure if this is a breakfast meal, but I ordered it anyway. It was a skillet meal or whatever. I've got nachos, beans, eggs, chorizo, avocado, hot sauce. It's literally my dream on a plate. So let's give this a taste. I think this is a breakfast restaurant, so but Gaz has got a burger, so look at that.
So I guess you did eight tourists.
Yeah, that is unreal. The one thing I've loved about the food here is everything's made from corn. I love beans. Mexican food is my favourite back in England. So Central American food is amazing. And to be able to eat this for breakfast is just elite.
Thank you. Gracias. Chicken burger. And fried
So that's
plantain.
mine.
No, I'm going to try fried plantain for the first time. Ready? That's alright, actually.
Yeah? I don't like banana.
It's more manageable than banana, but wouldn't be my first choice.
Okay, we're now off to George's rope swing. We've managed to get a boat. The first guy quoted us 200, but we've got this guy and he managed to do it for 125 both ways. So
Yeah.
that's good. We're happy. So this is George's rope swing. So obviously we got the boat over. It was 25 per person to get in, and it's like a little backpackers hangout. It's got 2 diving boards, a rope swing, and like a chill out area and a place where we can buy drinks with Wi-Fi and stuff. So it's like a good place to chill out in the afternoon for sunset kind of vibes. Unfortunately, we've got some clouds rolling in. I don't know if I think the water looks nice enough for me to swim in, but Gaz is definitely going to go and have a jump in. So looks pretty cool, but it was a bit pricey to get here, I'd say. Now, there are 2 kinds of people in this world. Let us know in the comments which one you are.
Might as well complete the last one.
And just as we're about to leave, Gaz decides to show the young lads how it's done. Which, of course, leads to a speedy exit to avoid embarrassment. Just kidding, it was hilarious.
So guys, it's official. I have got my adventure hat on. It's a new adventure hat. Let me know what you think in the comments. As we are about to go on an adventure I've been looking forward to since I knew we were coming to Central America. So we have just arrived at Tikal National Park.
Which is essentially one of the most famous things you can do in the whole of Guatemala, and in Flores people literally come here just to do this.
Wait, do I look cooler like this? Sorry, one sec.
Yes, you look like you're about to go and explore some Mayan ruins. Alright, quick 10-second history lesson for you guys at home who don't know what Tikal is. Once the powerhouse of the ancient Mayan world, Tikal was built around 800 BC, thrived for centuries, and then mysteriously was abandoned by 900 AD. For over 1,000 years, the jungle swallowed it whole until explorers uncovered its ruins. At its peak, up to 400,000 people lived here. Imagine that as we walk through. And with 60% of Guatemalans being of Mayan descent, this place is still a huge deal today. Even if history isn't your thing, trust me, Tikal is next level. Okay, so we started our tour and we've been warned already of lots of wildlife that could potentially kill you, like snakes and
Apparently
crocodiles and jaguars.
100 types of snakes here, yeah. And he said it's not the big ones you've got to watch out for. He said there's one type that even a little baby can kill you.
Yeah, so literally, like, the wildlife's one of the things that I'm really excited to see. And we just stopped at a tree, which apparently makes chewing gum, right? That's, you know, interesting-ish. But anyway, the Mayan people use it to clean their teeth, but they used to also chew chewing gum to help keep moisture in their mouth when they were, like, hiking through the jungle and stuff. So that was cool. And then when we looked up, there was an anteater right up there. So that was pretty sick. It was right up the tree, just dropping stuff on people. So I think I got a shot on my phone, but not sure how good it is. But we're heading into the main square now.
So we've just got our first glimpse of Temple 1, the big temple. And it looks pretty spectacular, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks really cool.
It just appeared out of nowhere. Wow. Wow, it's actually breathtaking how big this place is. And yeah, so far it's completely living up to my expectations. But wow, this is so cool. It's actually quite high up, and it's like just little wooden steps that are like hanging off the edge of the temple, like scaffolding. So look at that, it's quite a long way down. And yeah, a bit squeaky bum time, but wow, this is epic. Let's give you a quick tour.
Yeah.
From what we understand anyway. So this is Temple 2 that we're at, which you can climb up and get good views. Then that is Temple 1, which you can't climb up, but yeah, it's slightly bigger. Over there we've got like the King's Residence, where loads of people used to live. And then over here we've got more temples, and there's some burial grounds and stuff over there.
Cemetery.
And then yeah, you've got steps where people used to sit and chill around here, and apparently there's some under there. There's steps under the grass there that haven't been digged out. But yeah, super fascinating, isn't it?
And a football pitch over there as well for special occasion football, apparently, like the World Cup, but the Mayan World Cup. Every
It's
like
the one with the little rings, isn't it? You
Yeah,
know? Do you remember from Chichen Itza?
Yeah.
I bet it was a really big one there, and they've got the rings and they have to put it through. And sometimes if they lose, they get sacrificed. The losing team gets sacrificed, so
Yeah.
you'd be screwed.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at football either, so yeah, I'd be sacrificed. I'm actually surprised at how peaceful it is, and there's not actually that many people here, so I'm not sure if it was a shout on our part coming on the sunset tour, because I'd probably tell you like 90% of people that we've spoke to done the sunrise tour, didn't they?
More expensive, that's why sunset.
Okay, so sunset's slightly more expensive, but generally like we're in the busiest part of one of the most popular things to do here, and I can see no more than like 15-20 people.
Yeah.
So I'm actually loving it.
Gym Bros, this is your new protein snack you need to get. So we're about to try Ramon, which is like a flour that the Mayan people discovered within the jungle, and they ground the flour into like make cookies and coffees and tortillas and stuff, and apparently it has more protein in than corn. So we're going to try it. We just bought it from a guy for... Have I missed anything out there, Gaz?
No,
Any of my
that
fun
sounds,
facts?
that sounds good, yeah.
So brown cookie, it's meant to be just 100% Ramon mixed with water apparently.
I'm not looking forward to it. It doesn't exactly look
It doesn't, like thin and crispy. It tastes a little bit like gingerbread, to be honest. I quite like it, but obviously it's not that sweet. I like it, but I wouldn't really buy it.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to try
I'm
something.
not having my own one. It would taste like a Weight Watchers low-fat ginger biscuit. Do you know what I mean? Maybe with a bit of gluten-free.
So we've got some really, really cool wildlife going on. We've got some yellow toucans or yellow-tailed toucans that you can hear, and then there's loads of monkeys up in that tree. So I was getting slightly distracted on the tour, but what I did hear, what I thought was really, really interesting, was in Mayan culture, they did sacrifices because what they thought is you had to give back to the gods for the gods to give you something. So say if you wanted rain or you needed more food, etc., you'd sacrifice something, give it off to the gods, and then that would be delivered back down to you.
So if you wanted more YouTube subscribers, what would you sacrifice?
You would... What shall I sacrifice?
Gaz.
What shall I sacrifice? I'll sacrifice Gaz if you could hit the subscribe button now if you're enjoying the video. Anyway, what they used to do is take the blood of either a human, animal, and I can't remember what the third thing is, but anyway, human and animal is the most interesting part. Take the blood, boil it, and then obviously all of the steam went up into the air. That's a sacrifice to the gods, and then hopefully the gods would then give back what they were asking for. That was very interesting. Believe it or not, behind me, this is Temple 3, the last temple to be built by the Mayans, and it is completely claimed for the jungle. So you can literally just see rocks through it. I don't even think it'll pick up on the camera.
We're now about to check out Temple 4, which is the tallest temple in the whole of the complex, isn't it?
Yes, I told Gaz that. He's been thinking that I haven't been listening, and I have.
But yeah, this one looks pretty, pretty vibey, like it's proper in the jungle still, and you get some epic views. So yeah, let's go. Climbing above the tree line.
So we're now in the oldest part of Tikal, and this pyramid here is where we're about to go and watch the sunset, and apparently it was also built for astrology, and that's obviously what we're going to go and watch. Well,
because
we're
it's
going to
got
watch it go get dark.
360 views and you can see everything. So obviously you can see the stars, you can see out in the distance, and hopefully we can see a vibey sunset.
Well guys, what a great way to end our Flores adventure. Not quite the sunset we hoped for, but still a fascinating tour, and it was amazing to learn about the Mayan culture at the start of our 1-month journey through Guatemala. We've loved Flores. It's a cute little island packed with adorable spots to chill. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. We'll see you in the next one in Semuc Champney. Bye!